What's good, YouTube? Alex on the cam, back here with another video. Sneako, I went viral on YouTube after MrBeast told me to make say N-word for $1 video. MrBeast told you to say that? Y'all, let's get right into this video. Y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Join the crew. You already know what to do, baby boo. Shoot. Ooh.
All right, here we go. Today we have one of the most successful and most polarizing figures in the streaming world, who recently made worldwide headlines when he showed up at a nightclub in Miami along with Andrew Tate, Nick Fuentes, and others, and got the club to play Ye's banned Hail Hitler song. Sneako, welcome to Vlad TV.
How you doing? It wasn't me who got the club to play it. I was excited to hear it's one of my favorite songs.
Right.
I was there when it was...
Shut up. First of all, I have no bad blood towards Sneako, but I've seen that clip of Clav and him in the club hyped off of playing that song. I don't condone any kind of hate towards any races. So the fact that they even memorized that song and they were singing lyric by lyric, that shit pissed me off because it's just like, y'all are some fucking douchebags. Like, what are y'all doing? Once again, no hate towards Sneako or Clav, but I just feel like there's some fucking dumbasses.
How you doing? It wasn't me who got the club to play it. I was excited to hear it's one of my favorite songs.
Right.
It's one of your favorite songs.
I didn't ask to get it played. I enjoyed it. Maybe I enjoyed it too much. They're calling it the Club Accost or Clubtober 7th.
Well, it's your first time here. I want to start at the very beginning. Okay, so what ethnicity are your parents?
My dad, he's from Haiti. My mother's Filipino. My dad is half black, and his father, my grandfather, is half Hungarian and then half Ashkenazi Jew.
Okay.
So, which we just...
Jesus Christ, did you just say... So he has family members that are Jewish while he was literally singing a song. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Some fucking dumbasses. He's a dumbass. Complete dumbass. Respectfully though. Once again, I don't even know the kid. Like, no hate, but he's just a fucking dumbass.
So you're like 12.5% Jewish?
Yes, sir. Shalom.
Okay, where was your grandfather living at the time?
He was
fucking
living,
dumbass.
So he fought in World War II, and then he left after the war and moved to Haiti. Hid his identity, and we didn't know. Well, I never met him. He died before I was born. He didn't know he was Jewish. That's a pretty G move to fight in the war. He fought against the Nazis, and then, wanted to start a new life. And goes to Haiti out of all places. That's a baller move. I got one of those fake. You know how Jews in the industry have fake names, like Jonah Hill's real name is Feldstein.
Right.
Netanyahu's real name is like Lewinsky or something. I got one of those too.
Okay, so as a kid, were you a good kid? Did you get in trouble?
Pretty good. I did decent in school. I cheated on a lot of the tests and stuff, but I think everyone kind of did. It was before ChatGPT, where everyone's using AI now to pass. But yeah, I didn't really get in too much trouble.
Okay.
Which, by the way, is crazy. If I had ChatGPT, I had to actually use my fucking brain in school. That's how I passed my test. Nowadays, kids have it so easy. I don't even know why school is even a thing at this point when we have AI. Kids can probably take a picture of their homework and ask ChatGPT to give them all the answers, and ChatGPT would just print it out for them. I bet you school is like on easy mode now. If you don't have a 4.0 in school, I feel like that's crazy.
Here and there. Sometimes I got in trouble for going on 4chan too much. I was big into message boards, and the librarian was able to monitor the computer. I got in some fights, but nothing crazy. Good kid.
Generally a good kid.
Yeah.
Around 2013, you're around 14, 15 years old. That's when you officially joined YouTube.
2013, May 2013, that's when I started my Sneako channel. I've had channels before that. I used to make lyric videos for like Drake and Nicki Minaj and stuff. It was like Moment for Life. I loved editing, so I would just make these flashy lyric videos. But that channel, my real channel, that's when I started. About May of 2013, so it's almost 13 years.
Okay, and it was actually Sneako at that time?
Same exact channel, yeah.
Okay, why the name Sneako?
It was a nickname when I was growing up. It was my gamer tag while I was playing Call of Duty. I started making Call of Duty videos, so it's just a nickname that stuck.
Call of Duty
kid. It's Nicolas. It's a French name. Some people say Nicolas, Nikolai. The Americans can't pronounce it properly, so Sneako is easier.
Okay, so Nico became Sneako, basically.
Nicolas became Sneako.
Nicolas becomes Sneako. You started the channel when you were around 14, 15 years old. At what point did it start to really grow?
It was slow growth in the beginning. I posted like 100 videos. I was getting better every day doing these commentaries. I think it really popped off. I had 27,000 subscribers for a long time. I was stuck at there for like 3 years. Then
Damn.
went and worked with MrBeast, and he was one of my OG fans from like 10,000 subscribers.
Wow.
You can see this video of him saying that I was one of his favorite YouTubers. There's a video from MrBeast. He said, top 5 YouTubers I think will succeed. And I was on that list, and he said, a lot of stuff people say now, like when Sneako starts to talk, you just have to listen, he's really engaging. And I was stuck for a while, I didn't understand clickbait, and so I was in college, I was just kind of in a low place, I wasn't uploading consistently. I went out to North Carolina, I was doing videos with him, and I learned about the YouTube algorithm from him, and he gave me an idea for my first viral video. It was, would you say the N-word for $1? And
that was his idea.
Yeah,
okay.
And he said this word for $1.
What the actual fuck? MrBeast, that was one of his ideas? To say the N-word for $1. You gotta think a certain way to even think of that idea. That's all I'm saying. I don't judge MrBeast. We're all human, but it just shows how people think.
I'm like, I don't know how to go viral. And say, I don't know, the thumbnail should be you're handing a white guy $1 and a black guy's behind him and about to punch him. I don't know, don't use that, something like that. And I use that exactly. Literally, the thumbnail's me handing my filmer a white guy $1, and then there's 2 black guys like, didn't do this, and I paid him like $10. It's just random guys on the street to do it, and the video now is like 13 million views.
Damn.
That brought me up to 100,000 subscribers overnight, and so my life changed.
Ooh,
and I think the smartest decision I made was to not double down on that. I'll double down on a song, but he was saying, okay, now do Spanish people say the N-word, Asian people say the N-word. I don't want to be the N-word guy.
Yeah.
So I just started making content that reflected my thoughts and me. I built my brand around me because I didn't want to be stuck for a niche or a gimmick. I didn't want to be a clown. I wanted to be Sneako.
We look at MrBeast now.
That's good. That's good that he stopped that shit. MrBeast be knowing what he's talking about. That idea sounded completely just, honestly, dumb and racist. How did that shit get 13 million views? Me personally, it's something that I wouldn't watch or click on, but it shows that a lot of people in this planet, like, they're entertained about the most dumbest shit. I can't believe that shit got 13 million views.
Essentially the biggest YouTuber in the world?
By far.
What do you think differentiates him from everyone else based on someone who actually knows him?
He is a machine. He's kind of like a Peter Thiel, Elon Musk type of... He's like a tech billionaire who is a YouTuber. So he's obsessive with it. And it's all about virality. It's all about the algorithm. It's all about what's going to work. The difference between me and him is my stuff, and I use YouTube the way an original YouTuber was doing it, where you open up a MacBook and you talk. It's about your personality. It's about who you are. He's doing it and treating it like a corporation. So YouTube changed because of him. YouTube used to be, look, the name of the website, YouTube. You are the new TV. It's people. Everything else you see in media is all manufactured and is all with the studio and writers. I think MrBeast turned it into that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan. My kids love him. It's one of those things. They always, talk about how much richer he is than me and everything else.
One thing I want to say about MrBeast, we got to give him his credit. MrBeast is dope when it comes to content creation, when it comes to production, when it comes to ideas and, really manipulating the algorithm and doing viral shit. We got to give him his credit. Like, he's dope. But when it comes to an actual fan, I don't even watch MrBeast's content. I remember maybe 2-3 years ago, I would always see his shit like recommended on the YouTube page, like the recommended page. And I would watch some of his videos and be like, damn, that's crazy. That's like, his production is so big, boom, boom, whatever, right? But his content personally to me never stuck. Like, I know there's MrBeast fans that watch his content religiously, but me, like, I guess he didn't resonate with me and his content didn't resonate with me.
But I really admire what he's done. I think he's raised the bar, and the fact that you worked with him originally is dope. You start bringing out that type of content. You went to college?
I went to film school for 2 years. I dropped out.
Was it because the YouTube money started to ramp up at that point?
Yeah, I was making more money, and also MrBeast told me, he's like, just drop out of college. I said, well, I want to do film. This is what I always got into this for. Yeah, I'm making waves as a streamer, but what I really do is the videos firsthand. I was trying to show you before what I was doing with Yeti in Spain, the films and stuff. And I was banned on YouTube at the time, so I posted them on Twitter. But I've been doing that most of my life. That was the main focus. So I want to make movies. That's the end goal. But he was saying, why don't you just make movies and put them on YouTube? And there was no logical rebuttal to that. There's no difference. It's still a video that people watch. Right. The only difference is the allure that you put behind it and the stake that you add to it. It's like people have this idea that film needs to be this really high art. Why not just do it on the internet? So I dropped out.
Okay, so You dropped out of college, and now you're a full-time YouTuber. You met Andrew Tate around 2021? 2022. And that's when everything started to go crazy in the whole, like, red pill
That was
world.
like 4 years after I dropped out. So before then, before red pill and streaming, I had 1 million subscribers on YouTube. People knew me from the short films I was doing, talking about, you know, drugs and race and life and philosophy and God, and making, I will call them short films, or documentaries, video essays. And then I got into streaming later on.
Good for you, Sneako. That was something interesting I wanted to watch because, you know, I was surprised that MrBeast came up with that idea for Sneako. Once again, I don't know how to feel about MrBeast. I don't even know if the dude's racist. I don't know. He might be racist. And I know a lot of people might disagree with that because, once again, he has done things for certain countries. I get that. But I don't know how to feel about MrBeast. He's definitely one of the GOATs when it comes to going viral and knowing the YouTube algorithm. I'll give him his props on that. Y'all let me know what you guys think about this video. Don't be scared to put a comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Join the crew. You already know what to do, baby boo shoot. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
Spinning the cake, riding the cake.